desert base. Truth don't hide, it just waits for a face, for a face. Big footprints in a pine slick path. Bob Lazar files with a government laugh. Court dates lost in a sea of red tape. We ain't 10-4, we just stay awake. True crime tales in a borrowed voice. We speak for the silence, not by choice. Got boots on the dirt and eyes on the skies, digging up stories they hoped would die. Might, truth, and thunder, we don't back down. With a Bible in the glove box and boots on the ground. Aliens, lies, and backroom deals. We break that silence, 'cause the soul feels real. Military broadcast, midnight run, teaching vets how to speak what the war's done. From trigger pulls to microphone stands, from combat zones to healing hands. Public records, missing names, unsealed files, classified games. We chase what's buried, not what trends, and we pray for light at the truth's deep end. Might, truth, and thunder, we don't back down. With a Bible in the glove box and boots on the ground. Aliens, lies, and backroom deals. We break that silence, 'cause the soul feels real. Some chase fame, we chase the facts. Some fold quick, we read the tracks. It ain't paranoia if it's always been there, and we ain't scared to lay it bare. Into the storm. We ain't perfect, but we were made for this form.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Into the Weeds podcast. And we have 1980 Millennial Commentates tonight. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so we, Millennial and I, have actually had a physical reaction to what we read earlier. So we have to save that till the end, unfortunately.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And we
I
all
almost
know
called you when I was at work and I read it and I was like, shit.
Yeah, so we all know that Gypsy does not tell the truth all the time, but we also know that sometimes she does. And so it's really hard to know if this is true or not. And so we're just going to actually wait until later for that. So while we're reading the text messages or the emails, we have people who are missing, and I would like for everybody who is going to talk about what we talk about tonight, can you please share somebody's story that we highlight tonight? I can't make it bigger because if I do, I won't be able to look at the documents and run the stream at the same time. It's because of the way the documents are set up, and it's hard to do. Anyways, so we have Chanda Lore Sanders, and I'm just going to go through them real quick before we get started. And she has been missing since July 13th, 2022 from Brownsville, Texas. And then we have Shannon LaFleur, and she has been missing since January 18th, 2025 from Los Angeles, California. And then we have Desiree Smith. She's 15, and she was last seen in Columbia, Missouri on 12/7/24. And then we have Michelle Crawford. I actually knew her in elementary school and then went to high school with her, but I didn't really talk to her much in high school. And she's been missing since June 8th, 1999 from Lawton, Oklahoma. And then Athena has been found, but no one has actually been charged with her murder and actually gone to trial and
Been convicted.
and been convicted. So, and Athena passed away in October of 1986. She was out selling candy bars. And so please look into that. And then we have Classic and Sincere. Their adoptive parents have been charged and convicted, but no one has been able to find Classic and Sincere. And that happened in Bakersfield, California.
And their adoptive parents renamed them Oren and Orson. So if you've heard the names Oren and Orson, that's who we're also speaking about.
Yes.
But their given names are Classic and Sincere. And we just want to call them that because that's who they are.
Yeah. And then we have Jelani Day. He was found on a riverbank, the Illinois River. And then Teron Evans Jr., his death was ruled a suicide, but it was a Wellbutrin overdose, and it's suspicious. And so please go look at our videos that discuss some of these things. And yeah, please do that. Okay, so I think we all agreed that we're starting at 375, and we're starting there because it looks like this is kind of where Gypsy and a man named Brian start kind of heavily communicating. Is that correct?
It's the man that she dates in between Ken and Ryan. And we've heard that his name is Brian, but we haven't ever seen it unredacted, but we assume that this is him. But it's a relationship in between Ken and Ryan. Looks like it started around 2020.
Okay, so we're starting at 1/16/2020. And this is an outbound from Gypsy, and it says, "Dearest, I really mean it when I said that I am grateful for your level of understanding about everything. The last year had been a time in my life that was a low point. I am going to tell you why I took the breakup so hard so you can understand in detail why I spiraled out of control after the act was released. My life changed overnight. I became a public figure. And even to this day, other women would come up to me in here without knowing me personally, but only what they have heard, and tell me their daughter, sister, or mother just loved me, looks up to me, and asks me for my autograph. I don't understand why. I'm nothing but another human on the planet who has made major mistakes. I'm not someone to hold to a higher standard. My image is one that was pretty for TV, but I would break under pressure due to the stress of interviews and the weight of judgment from everyone. Even my parents were a source of stress. I grew to hate the attention and felt pressure to gain more. So I'd hide away from everyone and everything in a little phone booth corner of the day room and spend hours and hours talking with Blank, doing Facebook quizzes, and going on phone trips to the store. I told him all my secrets and desires for life, and he opened up his secrets no one else knew. In one particular conversation, I confessed that I believed that he was my soulmate and went on to explain why I believed this to be true, which I will now tell you is part of the story. When I was living with my mother before I ever met Blank, I created my perfect guy in my mind. I drew pictures of him. I still remember the drawing. I gave him dark hair and green eyes. Soon after, my mother and I were shopping at the mall. We went into an Abercrombie and Fitch store, and I remember looking at the colognes. I caught the scent of one and took a bottle of it from the store. It was called Fierce. I took it home and thought to myself, this will be the secret he wears. I began to write a list of qualities he would have and said that I would say yes to the guy who met these traits and who would buy me a Tiffany ring. I think it was more the little blue box I wanted more than the actual ring, LOL. Anyway, so fast forward 10 or so years, and here I blank, 6'1", 24 years old. Why does that say 6'1"? I think that's supposed to say 5'1", 24 years old, dark hair, green eyes. First visit with him. Oh, okay. Maybe she's talking about somebody else. I caught that familiar scent again. It was none other than Abercrombie Fierce, the first of many signs. His personality had all the traits listed, even down to our love for husky dogs. Then in October of 2018, he proposed with the promise of a Tiffany ring, without me ever telling him that whole backstory. I only told him about me creating a soulmate after the fact. I am not one to throw out the pity me card, but facts are facts. In my life, my father didn't love my mother, so he left to follow his heart, but left me with a mother who was left broken and bitter. She only loved me when I did as told. She never dreamt of a day I would grow to be a beautiful and happy. Okay. I was led to believe my father abandoned my mother and I. All I ever wanted in life was to be loved, truly loved for who I am as a person, to not be used for personal gain, but rather to be seen for the value in my love in return. So when blank came into my life, I thought, finally, someone sees me, someone truly loves me, knowing every flaw and every detail. Never once did he use me, exploit me, or was ever unjust to me in any way. I felt happy, appreciated, and it cuts off. Okay, 1/16/2020. Good morning again. So my long email that I previously written before this one was to open up about the harshness of what I had been going through and why I feel it's important for me to find a new version of myself who is stronger because of it. I want to go into this with you with as much honesty as possible. I think it's important for the both of us to know what each other expects and where we have been and where we're going to go from here. We are going to a great pace. We are going at a great pace. And I like what I know about you thus far. Smiley face. So thank you for giving me that chance to know you this deeply. Have a good work day. Mwah. Okay, outbound 1/3/20. I'm so glad you like this shirt. I thought since you like to chill at work in comfy tees that one needed be added to your collection. Besides, whenever again in life you're going to receive a prison dog program t-shirt for a present, LOL, smiley face. You mentioned me leaving the prison wearing normal clothes. What, in your opinion, would look nice on me to wear? And yes, both dresses and jeans/shirt is allowed when talking about the allowed clothing items. So about that dream, gosh, I hope it doesn't take that long for you to ask me to be your girlfriend, LOL. But you got to stay away from those hoes, LOL. Gives you the pouty lips face look. Laura, you ought to be reading this.
Well, you're the one, you got it on your screen.
Okay. While on that topic, I do have a question for you simply out of pure curiosity. What are your desires for a long-term relationship and how do you see it being beneficial to you as a person? I am just trying to understand you as an individual, and everyone has their own wants and reasons for such a relationship. And knowing what the key point of your desire for a relationship is helps me to know what do you expect to gain from being with me, and really, what can I bring to the table in your life, as that role in your life is why I'm asking. To answer you, yes, I am very nervous about the visit in 3 months, but overall, I'm very excited. My hair is still ugly as hell, so I'm getting iffy about taking a picture this time around. It will take a year for it to be long and pretty like I used to be. I might have it braided like I had to in the HBO doc. The braided hair, it's about the length right now. Okay, as for food, there is a Hy-Vee or Walmart, whichever you prefer, very near by about 5 minutes from your hotel. This is what I would like, please. McDonald's fries, corn, not on the cob, LOL. Chicken poppers, mac and cheese, planters, salted cashews. You're going to have to put multiple items in one container to make them fit. Also, very important, bring paper plates into the visit with you. You don't have to bring spoons and forks. They have those already inside the visiting area, and that's all. Now, moving on to what you were saying about that protective instinct. Yes, I can imagine that men have that natural programming to be that way. Most have it, but there are a few that do not. Those type of men are normally abusers. I took a class last year. It was on coping skills during dealing in trauma, and some things, I won't lie, I really related to. In one session, we talked about relationships and why people like me are more likely to self-sabotage a good, healthy relationship. For me and others like me, something good and healthy seems like a danger zone, and an abusive relationship seems safe because it's what I know and it's familiar. In my relationship with blank, it was good and healthy, but I always had insecurity racing through my mind, wondering, did he really go home alone after work, as well as other things? I would fight the urge to play the yo-yo game, push away then, and then it cuts off. Okay.
Always on a yo-yo.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. I'm going to read this page and then I'll let you read the
You
rest.
want me to read more? Okay, you'll just have to let me know where to start and stop.
Okay. 1/17/2020. So I'll send a longer message tomorrow. I had to take care of myself twice last night after the way you left that conversation. I'm just making sure my account is still active, LOL.
It took me a second too.
And that was inbound, by the way.
Twice, that's rookie numbers.
Okay, now this is outbound, and this is 1/17/20. Outbound from Gypsy. Hi, sexy. Your account is still active. The prison doesn't terminate accounts due to content. The pics or emails just get rejected due to the content. I received a handsome close-up pic of you that you sent. Other than that, it's the only one I received. I'm so curious to know why you thought your account might be suspended. I'll just ask you the next time I call. Twice, huh? Wow, I must have really made you excited. Wink. I had you in my mind all night, even in my dreams. I was purring last night, lays in bed blushing. Okay, Mr. Smith. By the way, can you hold me up against the wall? Just curious. Wink. Okay, Laura, here you go.
You prude. Okay,
I'm gonna
show
put
me
it
where
over
you
here.
left off. You're putting it on the other screen.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oakley dokley, as Ned Flanders would say. Okay. Sorry, bear with us just one moment as we move it to my screen so I can see.
Well, just doodly do.
Yeah. Okay.
There
So
we
where
go.
am I at?
Okay, so
I don't know.
You were on page 375, down about to the middle.
Did you read the rest of the message that you were on, or did you stop in the middle of the message?
Yeah, she did. It stops with "Hold me against the wall," and then the next one is 2/10/2020. It's inbound.
yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Starts at good afternoon.
Can't even tell what that word says. Good afternoon, SK. Is that what that said?
Yes, SKAY for the chat.
SK. Okay. I just got done winking about you. Oh, ugh. Is that what we're calling it now? Okay. Sorry. No more commentary. People seem to hate that. I just got done winking about you. I'm laying here in bed, finally feeling better. I almost made the decision to go to the ER last night. I thought I was going to pass out. I randomly woke up at 2:30 a.m. with bad stomach pains. I've had stomach aches before, but damn, nothing that ever made me feel like I was going to legit pass out. I'm lucky I didn't fall over and whack my head on the sink or something. It was weird. If anything happens again anytime soon, I'm going to go to the ER. But anyways, how's your day going? I got your amazingly lovely card in the mail today, and I wanted to thank you for that. It truly means a lot, and I feel quite blessed to be speaking with you in this manner and getting these cards from you. You are so amazing and adorable. My heart aches to be with you. I did catch a couple minutes of your show. I think I already mentioned that in my last email. I've seen a bit of increased activity around your name online, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. It must be a UK thing. I do still see people asking how you write from groups, and they're quickly getting answers from random people. I think as long as no one is close to you that participates in their conversations in the groups, things will mellow down quickly. NC is a terrible person, but I know she isn't stupid either. She knows the UK is search your name, and she loves the attention at your expense. There's nothing that you can do about people like that other than ignore them. If she has you blank, or if she had any clue what kind of conversations you and I are having, my previous activity from her group, she'd have a mountain of new shit to post and talk about. But if she doesn't have any of that shit, aka people like blank giving her a story, then she has nothing new and will move on. I haven't had the chance to write it yet, but I'm going to paint a picture with words on Friday about our casual, quote unquote casual, Valentine's Day date, and I will take you on someday. Until then, you're just going to have to wait. Mwah. Have a nice day, or have a good day. Keep studying the math and get that shit behind you. Remember, the parole board is next year. It's best that you have your GED by then. Talk, and then it cuts off. Inbound. It's always okay when you keep me up late on Fridays. I'm the one who needs to step up and say, Gypsy, I need to sleep now, but I just love talking to you. I got plenty of sleep yesterday and today, way more than I normally do. It's time to start eating better and exercising again. In fact, I'm hitting the weights and jogging right after I write this. No more excuses. You need to hit the gym too. No more slacking for either of us. The better shape that we're in, the better we'll wink each other whenever you get out of here. Which reminds me, I'm blasting my letter this week to the Missouri politicians, both senators and the governor. Then I'm going to go up to state. Then I'm going to look up state congressmen, even the people who don't hold power to help. Even the people who don't hold power to help you read it, they may make certain people who do have power read it. Okay, enough sitting on my ass. I'm going to finish my coffee and get serious. I'm going to make a deal with you here, though. If you don't get your GED by the end of the year, I'm going back to cigarettes. So you better get serious about it if you want to stop me from getting lung cancer. JK, I wouldn't do that, in quotation marks, or would I? But I do still crave them every single day. Okay, Smitten Kitten, I'm going to go get in shape now. I hope you have a lovely day. I did text Blink last night, so she is, and then it cuts off. Outbound. It's not in our power to say how long our love will last. It may be within this hour. We may lose these joys we now do taste. The blessed, the immortal be, from change and love are only free. Then, since we mortal lovers are, ask not how long our love will last, but when it does, let us take care. Each minute be with pleasure past. We're not madness to deny. To love because we're sure to die, with a question mark. And then it looks like there's more to the poem, but it cuts off. Inbound. Be still my beating heart. I got a message from you on a Saturday? I don't think that's ever happened. Can I hold you up against a wall? Like, are you asking me if I could, or are you asking me to? I don't see any physical reason why I couldn't. Honestly, you're probably so tiny I wouldn't even need the wall. Then flip you so I can taste your delicious wink while you taste mine. Then flip you back so we can taste each other. Oh, God. You're in for a long night. And when you walk out of there, so make sure you polish off whatever coffee you have left over that morning. Then we can stop for a Red Bull. Heart.
Well,
Inbound. Holy shit, I just did my full workout. I feel so weak and soft. I'm kind of angry at myself. All that progress I made and built by like New Year's feels lost. It doesn't take much to be set back. My normal 2.5 mile jog that I used to get done in 23 to 24 minutes took me 30 today. That's a significant drop off. So anyways, enough about that. I just need to get back up tomorrow and work on that time. And then on Thursday, I'll be back to the weights again. I did forget to mention one last thing last night that is important. So know how you feel about raw tomatoes. I feel the same way about raisins and anything meant to be savory. Salad or entrees, I just can't do it. One day I would love to make that chicken dinner for you, but I'm getting pizza. Talk to you later tonight, kissy face. So very smitten, blank. Outbound, blank. Good job for getting back to working out. Do you have any abs workouts? The one thing they say that I've paid attention to: when you work the upper, equally work the lower. I challenge you to 30 consecutive crunches. I do that many in an average session. Then whatever you do, I'll match it. You'll have a good starting point. You don't have a lot of belly fat, so you will tone up your core really well without a huge amount of effort. How about this? I will study hard for my math gradually. If you work on your core muscles, both take gradual process. You can send me pics to show your progress, and I'll send you my graded math assignments to show you mine. Deal? That would give me incentive to do homework. I know exactly how you feel. Last year at this time, I was preparing my parents to meet my fiance, and a year later, I'm left by that same fiance, preparing to meet a completely different guy. If anyone can relate about how unpredictable life is, that is me. I'm glad you'll have something to calm your nerves before you visit. I don't get the luxury, LOL. It's completely understandable that you feel shy the more X-rated conversations. That might be something that might be too fast-paced right now, and it's okay if it is. There's no pressure behind anything that I say. Sometimes I just express my desires from time to time, and it gets easier with time and more comfortability with each other. For now, if it's a little intimidating and ahead of your speed, then perhaps just talking about what is desired, about the intent to arouse each other, is a start. Heart. I like all things, good things start slow at first. Wink. Good night, blank. Heart. XOXOXO. Mwah. Gypsy Rose. P.S. I can't tell that one ear is larger than the other. Maybe the left ear is the one I should nibble on. Wink. If it makes you feel better to know. I had my measurements taken, and the only thing symmetrical on my body is the ankles. LOL. Everything else is off by like half an inch. LOL.
Everybody keeps saying that's Gypsy?
Yeah, that was outbound.
Interesting. Everything's off by about a half inch.
I was trying to read that, and I was trying to figure out if that was her trying to say she's thick, but I really don't know what she's trying to say there.
I was thinking about like musculoskeletal, but she was probably talking about her boobs, like she was.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know how she's saying it, but that's my assumption.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Outbound. Keep continuing to stay healthy. Make that appointment for your physical, please. Outbound. I'm your brown-eyed brunette girl again. Hints, brunette. I feel so much better about my hair now. I'm not touching it again. Famous last words.
Right.
Outbound. Mr. Smitten. I watched the new videos, smiley face. Okay, so my opinion about your hair is this. Though your grays don't look bad on you, you wear it well. However, your face is too younger looking for all the grays. So if you wanted to color some and just leave the side patches untouched, or color it all, that would look good as well. That is my opinion. I will not tell you yes or no. I will only give my thoughts. Smiley face. Mwah. Smitten kitten. Also, y'all, if you're going gray, you're beautiful. You don't need to dye your hair unless you want to. Do what you want. Okay, outbound. I'd like that somebody to be you, heart. The meme you sent. Oh, the meme you sent. They spelled meme, M-E-E-M. That's so funny. Okay. Inbound. Merry Christmas again, sweetheart. I just messaged Blank asking her to have you call me tonight. I just woke up with you on my mind, which is pretty much every day, but today was different. I'm so happy that you're in my life. I care for you tremendously, and I knew I had to at least hear your voice tonight before I go to bed. But more than anything, I want you to know how adored and appreciated you truly are to me. I hope you gather message. I can't really read that. Sorry, it's hard to read. There's a thing on top of it. And I hear you. I'm certain we've talked before, and then it cuts off. Outbound. Scruff game, huh? Sounds hot. Winks. You should buy sticky notes, make one for morning vid, or you could happen to remember while you're in the shower. Oh, while you're in the shower. But your iPhone 6 might not be water resistant, so you might not want to take that video in the shower as you're showering. LOL. Thank you for spreading your letter. Even if there wasn't many comments, it will reach others who haven't sent letters of their own to do so. Creative. So what if there was a group made solely for the release letters where the info can be displayed for everyone who needed to write and what along the lines it needs to say, and people could share with others? Just a thought. I'm getting so excited as the days are dwindling down. She says the days are dwindling down. Is that till she's released or until he visits? Because it's 2020. So it doesn't
Hard to
sound like
tell.
the days aren't dwindling down for your release for another couple of years, babes. Okay. Inbound. OMG, you were way outnumbering me. You were way outnumbering me in emails I've sent. It's been a shitty week. I'm sorry. This weekend I'm going to compose more and longer ones. I hope you at least get this one okay. Outbound. My dearest Smitten, thank you again for a Christmas Eve spent with a very charming sweetie. Mwah. Although next time we have a night to talk, I'm going to tell people to stop interrupting me when I'm on the phone. It's so annoying. Honestly, I never know what we are going to talk about when I call or where the conversation will end up at. We could start with talking about pizza and the price of tea in China, lol. As for your reward for abstaining from smoking for a month straight, I might tell you a story. Maybe one set straight from out of my fantasies or one specially created. I want to make your body blush this time. Heart. You just told me that I need to be your guide when it comes to content regarding the more explicit details. Just say what you want when we talk. It's okay, I promise. I am just bashful. However, I have too much coffee and my confidence is sky high. No shit. I'll call you and tell you what's on my mind and get a literal rise out of you, teasing you with all that talk, smiley face. Maybe I'll let you hear me moan a little. I mean, purr, smiley face. It's now Christmas Day, and I'm up early getting ready. Another girl on the wing did my makeup, which OMG, she did an amazing job. She's teaching me the tricks of the trade so I can do it myself. Today's lunch is our holiday meal. After that, I may just curl back up in bed and watch a few movies. Hope your holiday is cheerful, and I will look forward to Friday's call. Maybe I would have received the rest of your emails by then, hopefully, lol. And then, good night, mwah. Cuddles you close with my head on your chest, XOXOX. Outbound. Dear God, there are more states affected by coronavirus. This is crazy. Outbound. I don't know why, but today I am so depressed. Like my body is drained of all happiness. And all I can do is cry. I was doing just fine, and then I woke up today just overwhelmed with this feeling of sadness. Anyway, I was teasing you about not calling on Sunday. I simply wanted to be the one who decides when I'll call you. I'll talk to you tomorrow evening. Maybe. Probably. LOL. Gypsy Rose. Oh, BTW. I did check and blank is in my contacts. Outbound. Hi, babe. I know once you wake up, you'll see my missed calls. Don't feel bad for missing them, okay? I know Saturdays are a long one for you, and you were not expecting me to call you until tomorrow. I was just kind of taking the chance calling because I'm feeling frisky last night, and I wanted to see where the mood will take us. Perhaps tonight you could persuade me to try again and just tell me all about that oral presentation. Wink. In the meantime, I'll think of you. That pic of you has me desiring you. If I was able to, I would send you a pic of me wearing nothing with my hair down, obviously, since it's fully long again. Statistically placed covering me, so you don't see every inch of me. I'm saving that for our first moments really alone together. I'm the kind of person, I'm so shy at first, and then once you've seen all of me, after that, I'll walk around the house naked all day long, totally chill. Remember what I said about my scars in one of the emails that I'm very insecure about them? And yes, I remember your response. However, I didn't think that you would potentially be the one to see me like that. You are so handsome and desirable in my mind, I can't help but think about what it'd be like. My curiosity has me wondering if you are gentle and romantic or rough and dirty. Is there anything you don't like? Oh, 2 things you need to know about me. Number 1, no ass stuff with the exception of Spanx. Number 2, I personally need both pen and stim to make me purr. BTW, I have a little round scar on my upper tummy just below my left rib cage. 4 small half-inch scars around my tummy, a 3-inch scar on my front right thigh, and 2 light-colored scars on my neck. The scars are not as ugly as scars could be, but I sure don't look perfect. For this reason, I don't normally wear lingerie that is just a bra and panties. I normally opt for the outfits that cover the tummy area. That was a Freudian slip if anyone caught that. Anyways, as always, I'm anticipating our conversation tonight. Mwah. Okay, one note is I think it's really funny that she capitalizes no ass stuff, but that's not what your text with Nick said.
Or with Ken.
Or with Ken.
Remember the Easter outfit?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking about soft, wet anal.
Okay.
Sorry. That's what I said. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Love you, Mom. Sorry.
So I know it is weird that I have missing people up here while we're talking about this, but I think what better not? I mean,
some are missing.
We want people who clip this live to also cover the missing people.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we understand why everyone's interested in the Gypsy Rose stuff, but something that we're far more passionate about ourselves is trying to bring justice to either cold cases or missing persons cases. And if you guys don't agree, then you guys cannot agree, but this is what we're going to do. So that's all. Okay. So we're going to keep going. Okay. Inbound. To that hot gypsy gal with the prettiest brown eyes I've ever seen. We just got off the phone, and it's never enough. You're so absolutely amazing and awesome. I can't get enough of you. I have fantasies of being right there when you walk out. The hug, I think for like the first week when you're out, I just walk around with your arms around my neck and legs wrapped around my waist. Or on a serious note, what you'd be wearing or what I'd have for you in a bag to change into, since you just told me about 10 minutes ago they have rules about what you're allowed to wear when you walk out. It really went down that way when I found out about your story and what my initial attraction to you was. I just wanted to stand in front of everyone and everyone who has anything bad to say to you or about you and push anyone out of the way that ever tries to stop you from living the exact life you desire to live. I don't recall ever so literally having such a quote unquote take a bullet for you type of feeling towards anyone. Like I said, men are naturally protective of their women. Not that I think you can't take care of yourself. You might think you're a pushover when you talk about yourself and interacting with the other women in there. I think you come off as a pretty tough chick who isn't about to take anyone's shit in life and live it the way you see fit. And I wanted to see that since day one of finding out about you. Only now I hope to see it at a much more up and close personal view. Sometimes when we're on the phone, I close my eyes and just let you talk and imagine you laying on my chest saying all the things you're saying, all the details right down to you erratically moving your hands around while you talk. You're so over caffeinated. I love it. So the next time we talk, it'll be the last day of 2019. The future ahead. We'll be in a new decade. The decade, as you put it, as a few weeks ago, the decade you get freed. A new chapter, new goals, and a new life are ahead so soon for you. Are you nervous or excited? I know you told me that you are. I can certainly see there being some anxiety more than anything. Soon after you're out, the shock of it will dissipate, and you'll take a deep breath and begin to enjoy life as you've always deserved to live. So another day that's coming up is January 3rd. Once that day passes, it'll be less than 3 months till we meet. Are you nervous? I sure as hell am. I don't know what about exactly. I'm 100% certain that it will be amazing. But you're going to have to start thinking hard about the food portion of the visit. I refuse to just show up with McDonald's fries. If you don't decide, I'll just decide for you and bring 4 different things to try. Something that seems to be happening on a daily basis now. You're in my dreams just about every night. Sometimes it's really vague and I can't tell you what the dream is about, and sometimes it's really vivid. Sometimes it isn't even all bliss. About a week ago, the only part of my dream I had was you giving me attitude, saying, if you want me to be your girlfriend, then you need to stop talking to all those hoes. This was in person and you were in your khakis in my room. I promise you there are no hoes. I guess the dream was me asking you to be my girlfriend, maybe? Inbound. I wish I could see the look on your face as you try not to laugh when you tell your friends that you have a dick pic on your tablet. I wonder how that works. Outbound. Good morning, sweetie. Sighs. I'm missing your voice already. Have a lovely day. Mwah. Inbound. Hey, Gypsy. Guess what? I'm missing you again. I can't wait to hear your voice tonight. Honestly, it's okay when people interrupt you. It kind of gives me a peek into who you are when you're not on your best behavior with me. Kind of like the video of me on the boat. I almost deleted that and reshot it. He accidentally said reshit it. But I decided it was better for you to hear me interacting with my coworkers. As far as giving me body blushes, believe you do plenty. I won't lie, there's been plenty of times when I've closed my eyes and thought of you while taking care of myself. Embarrassed face. I wouldn't hate to do it. I wouldn't hate doing it while you're on the phone. Honestly, the phone, the pictures, the stories, the using our imaginations, it's just something I'm not used to. But I also understand that it's something that I have to get used to for now. It isn't a bad thing. It's just the fact of what this is. The point I'm making is that sometimes it may sound as if I'm uncomfortable when that isn't it. It's just different to me. Everything about this is different to me. I never asked myself 1,000 times, how did this get to this? But here you are, and all of a sudden, and I love it and find you exciting and unique. And like I said, I understand where you are and how long it might be, and that's okay. Let's just stay on the ride and see where it goes. I've said before, this isn't what I've gone through in life that this isn't what you've gone through in life that intrigues me as the person that you've become and are becoming since then. The past is the past, and it can't be changed. The future is anything and everything that we want to make it. Mwah. Talk to you later tonight, sweetheart. Love, Blank. Okay, that's a lot of talking.
You need a break.
Anybody have any thoughts, comments? Do you have anything you want to read, Millennial?
Oh yeah, I have some pages.
Okay. How much?
For everybody in the chat, this is someone between Ken and Ryan. We believe his name is Brian. Brian with a B.
We think.
Yes.
Ooh, I see them mentioning Ybor City in the Tampa area. That's
Oh,
where
really?
I'm from. Yeah. I'm gonna keep reading. Yeah, we live in Missouri, y'all, but I'm from Florida. Anyway,
This guy is from Florida.
this guy's from Florida. Oh, really? Okay.
Sarasota. Mhm.
Okay. We lived in Orlando and Tampa most of
Mhm.
my life, not your life, but
Mhm.
okay. Anyway, that was a bunch of information nobody asked for. Inbound. Swedish Gypsy, the smitten kitten. I absolutely love the t-shirt. I'm going to wear it this Saturday to work. I can't thank you enough for it. Not at all lame in any way. Mwah. So just to get directly to the point, to the fun stuff, I often think about what it would be like to be with you. I'm glad I called feeling frisky the other night. It's most certainly one of those things that if we were in person, we have gotten to by now. As far as what kind of sex we would have, well, I would imagine it depends on how the mood strikes us. It can be slow and passionate one day and loud and crazy the next. Sometimes just jump right out of the shower while I'm watching TV, come out, drop your towel, and sit on my face. I'm certain it would taste absolutely amazing. But when you get out, I can't imagine how amazing that day would be. When I'd finally have you alone one night, slowly stroking your hair, pulling your face close with both hands. Very slow and passionate kissing, letting our hands drift and explore each other. You climbing on top of me, moving around slowly, just letting our bodies get to know each other, just getting familiar with each other, how warm you are, how soft you feel, continuing to press my lips against your big, beautiful, pouty lips. It always seems to slip my mind to tell you how amazingly soft your lips look. You have this adorable, kind of naturally pouty face. I won't lie. I look at least oh my God. I look at least a couple of pics of you every day. Even if they're the same adorable. Oh my goodness, I keep losing my place. My bad. Even if they're the same pics, you look so beautiful. Then there'll be other nights where, I don't know, maybe you're just stirring sauce on the stove in the kitchen and I'll just look at you and have to have you. I'll just pick you up, bring you to the bed. We can worry about the sauce on the stove later. It isn't important until we smell something burning. But no butt stuff is absolutely fine. Not something that's ever been an interest. Turn-ons. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is I would go absolutely crazy if you were on top of me, stuck your tongue in my ear while moaning. Okay. It's a move. It's a move best saved for the grand finale. Turn-offs. Basically, the only thing I can think of is a starfish. If you don't know what the starfish is, I'll send you one. I'll send you a picture of one and just look at it and think about it. LMAO. Don't feel dumb if you don't see it right away. Anyways, it was all fun to write out and think about. Kissy face. You don't know how I feel about your scars. You can wear anything you want around me, preferably nothing. But most importantly, just be completely comfortable. That's what most important. Never feel obligated to do anything ever. If you ever need to slow down, stop, or whatever, just tell me. I think you already know that would be my attitude towards you, but I think it's important to say. So tomorrow's New Year's, like you already know, I'm going up to Tampa to the casino and possibly to Ybor City. Ybor City isn't really a city. It's a small neighborhood in Tampa, similar to the French Quarter. Kinda, but not really. Think of it more like Bourbon Street's little brother. Maybe an adopted brother, LOL. It's the same, but not really. I'm not sure if I want to head there or not. I've been hearing a lot about the crime there at night, and I'm sure it would be especially crazy on New Year's. Yeah, it is. I may just stick with the blackjack tables instead. It'd be far better if it was our planned evening on the beach. We'll get there one day, 1 year, and I can't wait. Mostly because I'm sure you're going to look like an absolute smoke show in that little black dress with your long brown hair and pouty lips. Heart. But as for now, I'll look forward to hearing from you tomorrow afternoon. Oh, right. There's one more thing I wanted to mention. About that phone calls, that's fine. Call me whenever.
If you want to skip to a part that, unless there's more interesting stuff there, at 4:03, he talks about how he's glad he didn't sign on with by proxy.
Okay.
Oh, I'm interested in that. I'm just barely scrolling over this with my eyes just to make sure I don't lose anything good. But at the same time, I feel kind of icky reading all of their sexting.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Huh?
It's kind of boring.
It is kind of boring. It's not even like hot. Okay. Anyway. I hear them saying stuff more about starfish. Does starfish just mean you sit there and you don't do anything? Is that what he's talking about?
I thought he was talking about her, but I don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea.
But then they said no, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Who knows?
Okay,
Oh
you
my
said
gosh.
at 4 what?
4:03.
4:03. I'm kind of skimming. I see something about a wedding. A prison wedding. Oh, just saying it's not appealing. No shit, it's not appealing. Sorry, I'm getting there. I'm just making sure I don't lose anything.
Let's
What
see.
the hell was that?
Page 403 and inbound. Let me find it.
I thought it said adored stalker fan, but I lost it. Oh well, that's fine.
Yeah, there's something in there, but I don't.
Yeah. When you get to 403, just scroll down to the first inbound.
Okay, I'm not going to go through all these pages. I'm just going to go straight to 403. 403. There she is. Okay. Outbound, inbound. Okay. Inbound, 7/15/2020. No, you're not allowed to use your pouty lips to get what you want. It's an unfair disadvantage. Your card was beautiful and I loved it. I can't wait to cuddle up with my new pillow tonight. I'm so sorry that I forgot I was supposed to wait. I was supposed to wait to unbox it until I was on the phone with you, but I still love it. You have a way with words and know exactly what to do and say to me. We can talk more about that all on Friday. As far as you and this book deal, please don't you or blank sign anything without someone reading over the contract first. Remember, I asked you to consult the smartest person you know. In parentheses, I'm very flattered you said me. That's very sweet, but come on. Last year, when I was invited to be a part of By Proxy, Fancy emailed me the non-disclosure agreement. Before I signed it, which I didn't right away due to my gut feeling, I had the exact same thought. I said, who could have read this that I trust and consider smart? I took it to a guy, Jose, that I work with. He's a very intelligent guy. I can't remember what his exact words were, but in so many words, he said that it was okay to sign, just be aware of this and that. I'm glad that I didn't because blank is well blank. Like I said, I just had a few negative feelings about her, even when it seemed her intentions were good. Then what made me hold out even longer is she started messaging me multiple times a day. Hey, did you get a chance to sign that yet? After that happened a couple times, I raised an eyebrow. Like, why does she want my signature on this so bad? I thought, what's going on behind the scenes here? I'm just some random guy. Why am I so important to her? Fast forward a year, and I think about it now. I think she was just trying to get as many people as possible to sign her garbage so that in the event that someone who signed spilled something on Facebook or anywhere publicly, she could sue them. That's called phishing. If she had 100 people sign it and one of them said something that they weren't supposed to, boom, payday for her. I know I said it 50 times on the phone. Have a lawyer read everything you might be tempted to sign. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for not signing something as a classic salesman technique, and it all makes me nervous. I don't want to see you, blank, or anyone in your family get screwed over in this way. Okay, we'll talk soon. Have a good day. So that's why we don't trust Fancy. Fancy's in the chat for all the members. We have a fancy sticker. Throw the fancies in the chat. Fancies in the chat. Anyway, oh, okay, that's a lot of reading. Is there anything you want to go over, Millennial? I think I need to sit here and get a water real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me go to a different one here. Just a second. Okay, so Gypsy and this guy, they break up January 30, 2021. This is Outbound from Gypsy,
What?
page 431.
431.
431. Okay. I understand. I do have a confession. A few, actually. I know it's not important to you, but for closure, it needed to be spoken. First thing is, I used to leave out details I thought would upset you. Like when I left out, I told Blank about us before our first breakup. I thought you would be mad at me that he knew about us. Or when I omitted being friends with Blank again, I thought you would be upset that the biggest blabbermouth knew something so private. Also, I didn't tell you that detail, a Brazil guy wanting a picture of me in exchange for $50 he sent me, and come to find out he blocked me for asking for his address. I didn't want you to think I was trying to flirt or get with him when that wasn't it at all. I learned being fully honest about everything is the best for everyone, and these specific things have already been resolved with you. Blank's TikTok was a bad idea for me to agree with. I see that now. She still stands firm, telling me the money she gets is from TikTok itself, not from individuals. She said that so many views and TikTok pays the creator of the account a certain percentage. It's called a creator fund, which is why I first understood it as people pay to watch the videos. As for the shirts, I told you about that and you didn't seem upset, and that is something I cannot get in trouble for. To my knowledge, everything else has been taken off by my request. The night you first told me you loved me was the first time in my life I actually believed in true love, and it was the first time I ever felt truly wanted. I dread every time something about my past comes on TV, for fear it will change the image of you have of me today. Oh, sorry, I just got an emergency alert. Okay, let me find my place.
Tornado, that's an Amber Alert.
Yeah, it was an Amber Alert, not a tornado. We're in drought season now, no storms.
Not to sound relieved that it's an Amber Alert, because that's horrible too, but I just want to make sure you're all right.
Thank you. Let's see. Then, ever felt truly wanted. I dread every time you see something about my past comes on TV, for a fear it will damage the image you have of me today, even though you have seen more than even I have. At the end of our conversations, I asked you if you thought I was crazy for knowing in my heart I'd never want anyone else. You couldn't get off the phone fast enough, and I cried after you brushed me off, saying you weren't going to have that conversation with me. I still don't know what you meant by that. Regardless, I felt disregarded. I have a picture of you by my bedside, and every night I would kiss it. I feel nervous at the beginning of every call with you, and when you answer, I relax and feel comfortable. In the last year, my password on my tablet has been things inspired by our relationship, including Smitten Kitten, Mrs. Gagnon, and Dreamy J. Don't judge. I know I'm like 13, lol. You have a dry sense of humor, so I would always be trying to make you laugh, and when you would tell a joke, I couldn't tell it was a joke. I thought I was always charming, you trying so hard to tell a good joke. Smiley face.
Wow.
Then 1/30/2021, this is the day before. Again, we're out of order. Outbound from Gypsy. Dearest Blank, I have this feeling in my heart that you really didn't want to break up. I could be wrong, but why does a feeling tell me not to give up so easy. It's like when I start to walk away from you, something inside makes me turn back around and try again. Maybe it's the pain. Maybe it's because after having you in my life, I can't live happily without you. That might be selfish of me, but I would hope that in time we have known each other. I brought at least something positive to your life, whether that be a feeling of love, a reason to live a healthy lifestyle, or just having companionship or for comfort. I hope that what you implied last time we spoke isn't true. You made it sound like all I ever did was make you miserable and stressed. Though I don't excuse my actions and bad choices, I feel like we had far more good in our relationship than bad. You told me that you never loved anyone else before the way you loved me. Then show me that, my love. Please forgive me. I know my mature ways have caused problems for us in the past, and even as recent as last week. But if I promise to ask for your advice before I do something, I'm 100% certain that would eliminate so much of the issues that we've had with me making bad choices. I want and need you to give me advice on things I may not fully understand. This is something that is the way I am, and you know why. But just because I am this way doesn't mean that we can't make a plan to learn how to adapt to one another. You are harsh in the way that you approach conflict, but I can accept that. My flaw is that I'm terrible at good judgment calls, but I can communicate with you before I make a decision that I am unsure of. Can we please try this? I'm sorry for everything in the past. I don't want to lose you and the life we could have together when I know we could work this out. I know within every part of my heart, I know we are meant for each other. We are wonderful together and we each have our own strengths and weaknesses, but you and I give each other balance. I temper you and make you see things from a perspective you never would have seen without me, and you guide me to make better decisions through life. I don't want to walk through life living only half of me. I'm going to call Monday at 8 Eastern, and if you don't answer, then I'll know you are done. But I can't just give up on something as beautiful and right as our relationship. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/14/2021. Or I'm sorry, let me do this one next. 2/1/2021. This is inbound. I'm not answering the phone tonight. I'll save you the time and explain it this way. In some of your emails, you break everything down as if you did nothing wrong. You try to tell me I broke up with you over $60, then you say you're not going to do anything like that again. Then I check your friend's TikTok and she has a 10% special on merchandise. Stop. Please make better choices. Then 2/5/2021. Outbound. She is closing her store on Sunday by my request. I told her to keep every penny for her and the girls. I want not a cent from neither sales nor the creator fund that totals in the hundreds. I thought you should know. I did send you copies of the emails. If I should ever pass your thoughts, think better of me. Goodbye, Gypsy. Outbound 2/3/2021. I'm sorry, this is inbound to Gypsy on 2/3/2021. Okay, stop putting words in my mouth. Are you telling people that I accused you of using me? When the fuck did I say that? This is exhausting. Stop making shit up. I'm not on Blank's side. I think you're using me, telling me to know the whole truth before I get upset with you. You are the one who told me this story, no one else. I didn't seek it out. When you started blaming everyone else over the trouble you thought you were facing over getting money for the TikTok and then hung up on me because I told you that you had no one to blame but yourself, was the exact moment I realized this was never going to work. Stop inventing things to accuse me of, because you know I'll get on here and let you know that you're wrong. Like if I don't respond, that makes it factual. Listen to your friends. You owe me nothing. You don't ever have to forgive me because of the way I'm acting over your choices. That's up to you. I can't control that. I want you to remember one thing when people give you their opinions of me. They're hearing one side of the story, yours. 2/4/2021, outbound from Gypsy. I made you something. Can I send it? 2/5/2021, outbound from Gypsy. She is closing her store on Sunday by my request. I told her to keep. Oh, I already read that. My bad. They were just out of order.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to find the next one. Okay. Inbound to Gypsy. I'm not on anyone's side but my own, and my side says enough is enough. Like I said, I really don't want to go back and rehash everything that has happened in order for me to come to this very sad decision I had to make about us going forward. You changing this whole story about the guy in Brazil isn't helping. You changing the whole story about where this money Blank sent you isn't helping. I can go back as far as a couple other things that stood out that I chose not to bring up, but you seem to want to insist. You once said very early on in our talking about how easy it is to get what you want. I could have you wrapped around my finger. At the time, that was clearly true because I chose at that time to ignore that statement. Then we can go back to the $50 you got from Blank for the CD player you broke. And he put it in parentheses like he didn't believe it, or
Mhm.
quotations. It's all added up over time, and this is where we are. I do not want a response to these specific things as to why it was okay. I mentioned these things to try to help you understand why we are no longer together.
So that's the incident where she supposedly told Christy that she broke somebody's CD player and needed $50.
Uh-huh. He
Okay.
called her out on it, and Gypsy admitted it was actually for Suboxone that she was getting illegally to get high in prison
Okay.
in one of her shows, I believe.
But does it say it in here what she does?
No,
Okay, I didn't think so.
not that I've found yet anyway.
Okay.
Okay, here's 2 outbound from Gypsy 2/2/2021. Blink told me that you yelled at her and was in the online drama last week, and she told me you blocked her as well. I printed out my account statements as well as my emails to and from her about it. She says you ended things because you can't handle being with me because of my fame. I sent her yet another email telling her I don't want my name in any of it and to shut it all down. She said she will. So again, I've done what I can. Also, the money for the air fryer was placed back in my account today. I don't know why. Maybe it was out of stock. I am sending emails to you because in the end, I am true to my word, and I am not my past of using people. I just wish you could see that and forgive a stupid choice. Like, GD, I am sorry. I have just made a good choice. Please recognize it. As for Blank, I got to listen to some of her videos, and it is ridiculous. Was I in the bathroom shaving or was I doing the crime? Which is it? Because I can't be in 2 places at once. She is unreal. And as for you, I don't know if I'm trying to prove to you what my character is to get you to stop being so stubborn and let me inside your heart, or if I'm doing it to show what a good thing you left behind. Outbound from Gypsy again. At this point, I have taken accountability for my wrongdoings. I have told Blink to shut it down. I have apologized to you for the stress. I am in tears. I am shaking because I am so mad at the situation. I'm mad at myself. I'm hurt from you. If being with me was so bad, then why did you come back into my life in September? If being with me was so bad, then why did you give me a false reassurance that you were happy with me? Why didn't you tell me that I made you miserable? Why? All the times I asked if you wanted me, you could have told me how you really felt. Had I known I didn't make you happy, I would have given you up then. Had I known my bad choices would have led to this, I wouldn't have done them. But yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda. All I can do is my best going forward. Any commentary, or y'all want me to go on?
I have commentary about something unrelated.
Mhm.
So this is alleged. Not that I don't believe the person that commented this, but I'm just saying alleged to, say alleged. But potentially, Fancy has been transcribing our emails and putting it on her Patreon.
It's fine.
I just think it's funny. I'm not like
Sounds like
after
footage.
her over it.
It's,
I just
You'll
read
make him
that
into a new
comment.
book.
Yeah.
it's fine.
No,
Whatever.
it is fine. It's just funny. That's
It's
all.
just
I
funny.
just felt the need to put that out there. But she probably makes like $20 a month on Patreon anyway. So
It doesn't matter.
my
Yeah.
bad. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
Okay.
I'm being petty. Nobody else is being petty. Okay. Okay. Anyway, sorry. That was all the commentary I had.
No worries. Okay, we're still same day, 2/2/2021, outbound from Gypsy. Blink, what are you talking about? If I ever said that when we first met, I was trying to be flirty and tease you, not manipulative. I probably thought it was cute to say that. Had that been my agenda, I would have had you putting mega bucks on my account, but I didn't ask you for anything. In fact, I brought you more shit than anyone in my circumstance should have. I loved you, not your money, not what you could do for me. I wanted and loved you. That doesn't even sound like something I'd say. Please tell me once that I used you, and I will tell you to fuck off right now. I never changed my story on purpose. Revelations happened, and it wasn't what it seemed about Brazil guy. I was only trying to be funny when telling you the story the first time. I thought I sounded cool because I was praised for it in here. I learned fast it wasn't cool, and I swear on my love for you and my parents, it wasn't how you think it was. I'm telling you the truth. And my story was always the same about the TikTok. It never changed. You never got angry until Blink made trouble for me. Ask Blink about the Creator Fund. She can explain it better. I told her to remove everything. I think it's sad you have seen it all and are still calling me a liar. I tell you the truth, and no matter what, I am a piece of shit to you. As for what I did during my addiction, I am not proud of it, but I'd never do that now. I've been clean for a while now. You could be where I am because of your pot habit. You've just been lucky. You've been young once and did things I'm sure you weren't proud of. Why is it okay for you to judge me? Leave me alone because of that. I thought that you forgave me and loved me even though I'm learning in life. Your guidance, no matter how harsh, was helpful. I've made bad choices, but GD, you are making me out to be a total bitch user and I'm not. I may have used bad judgment for some things, but I know my intentions weren't malicious, least of all with you. If anything, I was wrapped around you. Clearly, I am still here and haven't cussed you out. Haven't called you out called out your name or given you some of what you've given me. After I prove to you what I'm saying is true, I need a few months to myself, single. Do I believe we should be separated forever? No. I believe we love each other, and though I drive you crazy and you make me want to smash everything in sight, I still have this undeniable pull towards you to want to hug and kiss you. But this is showing me a side of you I never knew existed, and I need time to process all of this. You need to do your own heart searching and really figure out what you want. Is my past choice worth giving up our future together? Can you believe in the person who will eventually leave these walls, having grown up to make better choices? Outbound from Gypsy, same day, 2/2/2021. You're a man of logic, so logically, why, if I was using you, would I have spent so much of my time, money, love, attention, and patience on you? I involved you with my family. I was coming home to you. If I was that kind of person, why was I not asking you for money every week? You have a good job. I could have abused that at any point. Why didn't I? That was a choice. Why logically would I request blank to close her account down if I was continuing to receive anything from it or wanting to receive any more from it? That was a choice. Why did I not tell you when you first called me a liar? And why the fuck do I still email you trying to work this out with you? That was a choice. I only ever loved you and wanting nothing but us to have a close bond. Even now, friends ask me why. Why do I want to show you emails and statements? And I tell them it's a point thing. Because after all is said and done, who knows if I will even forgive you for treating me this way? Had you not been in your shoes right now and another man had done this, you would have said this guy is a dumbass. I have some dignity and I don't deserve to be treated like I'm trying to steal a coat from a blind child in the winter only to resell it to the same kid to make a buck. I make good choices too. You just don't give me much credit for them.
Wow. To use an analogy like that, that's kind of weird, isn't it?
It was very strange.
Kind of just shows where her mind's at, in my opinion.
I thought the same. Yep.
And I try not to dig at her either, you know?
Right. Yeah. Next day, 2/3/2021, outbound from Gypsy. There are 3 emails that I sent to you yesterday. After you read them, I am going into silent mode and will not respond. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. You obviously are not receptive to me, so for now, I am going to reserve myself and my emotions. No matter what you choose to do when you receive what I sent you in the email, read it or let it sit until you come to a point that a little tug in your heart says read it, but read it regardless. I have never, nor would I ever, done anything but to disrespect your character like you have done me in the last week. Just like your words ring in my ear that I have no one to blame but myself, let my words ring in your ears when you finally see the truth. You judged me wrong. Same day, 2/3/2021, outbound from Gypsy. This is a song I would always listen to when I realize that I have things about my past that I have to overcome through time and experience. Better than I used to be, Tim McGraw. Same day, 2/3/2021, outbound from Gypsy. No, I haven't told anyone anything other than that we are fighting and you dumped me over the whole TikTok thing. I hung up because I had to go or else I was going to say things I didn't mean to you and pulling myself away from the situation helped calm me. I shouldn't have hung up like that and I'm sorry. I should have at least told you I needed to have a moment to myself and I did try and call you back. I blamed everyone else because everything hit me all at once. I have no part in it all anymore. Yes, you overreacted and made a bad decision based on my previous behavior. You made me see how what I was doing was bad, and I was receptive and immediately terminated the issue. I'm sorry if I am upsetting you. You're not the bad guy. It's me. It has always been me. Can we talk on the phone, please? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hung up on you. I'm sorry I blamed everyone else. I'm sorry and then it cuts off. Outbound from Gypsy's same day, 2/3/2021. Things are gradually becoming normal in here. I will be attending classes for my normal 2-hour sessions. The dog program will begin again soon. Certain classes and programs are being reinstated with some changes, and I feel visits will not be too far down the road. Just something to think about. Also, the Springfield News Leader did, in fact, receive my letter. The article is in February 2nd paper and online. Outbound from Gypsy, same day. Literally, the only person mad at me for this is you. Blank knows about everything. The guy from Brazil, he said, well, at least you got $50 or whatever. Blank knows about the whole merchandise. She said I did nothing wrong. Why I'm saying this is not to make you sound like an ass or absolve me of my wrongs, but rather to show you that I have no one to keep my head clear and keep me accountable except you. Again, look at where I am. Look at the judgment of those in my life. Where do I go from here, Blink? You tell me. Am I that much of a lost cause that you deem our relationship is never going to work? Please tell me. I'm all ears and willing to shut up and let you give it to me. Thanks for your help. I'm sorry it was a complete letdown. I accept that this is where I am in my life because of my poor choices. Outbound from Gypsy, same day. By the way, the same day you left me is the same day that my brother dumped his fiance. They are back together now, though. The Blanchard kids are going through it with relationship drama. Blank is also back with her dude who dumped her 2 months ago. Cupid's arrows are a hit and miss. My Valentine's Day plans is drowning in chocolate and watching Lifetime. I might make racks and play a little T Swift. She has the best breakup songs. Outbound from Gypsy the same day. Because I'm obviously a terrible person, what was I thinking? Oh, wait, my bad. That was inbound.
Yeah.
Outbound from Gypsy the same day. No, Blank, you're not a terrible person. You're just trying to teach me better. You have an extremely black and white view of thinking. Your strong level of conviction in life and your morals are why I annoy you. So she spelled it morals. My upbringing is everything that a criminal embodies, and that clashes with your values, leading you to overanalyze in my behavior that makes you see me as only what I was raised to do, manipulate others. I'm exactly where I belong, and I am good for every bit of my 10 years. I was a silly little girl getting lost in daydreams again when thinking of you and I. I will make better choices in the future. All I can do is live my life and cause the least hurt to others I can. And when I die of old age someday, I want people to remember me for what I did after my crime and time. Going forward, after a week of arguing, I'm exhausted from all this, and I know you are too. I'm going to leave you alone. As for Blink, I did everything I could to get her to listen. If she doesn't, then please know I have no part in it. My hands are wiped of that mess, and I owned up to everything I did to the caseworker, and no, I'm not in trouble. I'm doing everything I can to stay good. I've been so wrapped up in my own feelings of hurt and anger. I have no idea how you're doing with everything that has happened in the last week. I truly am sorry for the stress and pissing you off after I hung up on you and for the constant defensiveness, yelling, I'm right, you're wrong shit. I am no longer going to sit here and defend my past mistakes. I hate arguing. Are you all right? I miss you. P.S. At the end of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, Snow turns on Lucy. He leaves her because he valued his life of comfortability more than love. She disappeared into the night, never to be seen again, and he goes back to the Capitol to become the future president and swears off love forever. The end. Outbound from Gypsy, same day. There's a lot of polarity between us. I am obviously the darker half of the yin-yang symbol. Can you please just come back and be mine again? I'm sorry for my craziness. You don't deserve it. I'll learn from it. I promise. One of those unbreakable promises. Outbound from Gypsy, same day. I feel like a part of you must still love me. There's a reason why neither of us said, well, fuck you then. I haven't blocked you and you haven't deleted me off JPay. Why do you still try and get through to me? Underneath all that tough talk, I can see right through it. If I'm wrong, then tell me I'm wrong. It skips to March. Let me make sure that that's real. No, if I go down a little bit, there's some more February messages. Let me read these real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/16/2021. Is there someone else that you have an interest in? Is that the deeper reason why you threw us away so easily? Blank, I am so confused by all this. The depression has taken a hold of me. I sleep and sleep and sleep because I would rather be unconscious than have to be awake and feel this pain. I have no one to lean on, so I always feel alone and isolated. My mind runs in circles, asking questions that probably will never be answered. The constant turning wheel of regret, if I had done this or if I had done that. Those feelings are not new to me. I've had them before. I was only able to survive it because I had someone who took me as I was. Broken and confused, my heart was rebuilt to love again. I find myself broken and confused yet again, but this time is different. No one can fix me now. How can you tell me one day that I'm everything to you and then the next day tell me that the missteps and bad judgment calls I've made, not even in our relationship, just in general, overshadows the love we have for each other? How? Did I not do the more mature thing and own my wrongs? Did I not apologize? Am I not putting forth an effort to do better? Why is that not enough? Why am I not enough? Outbound from Gypsy to 18/2021. Could I make you a promise to stay out of trouble, and then if I break the promise, you could leave if you wish? Outbound from Gypsy, same date, 2/18/2021. I'm contacting JPay to see about getting those emails from Brazil guy placed back to my inbox outbox after I deleted them months ago, so I can show you I'm telling the truth. It is absolutely a point thing. If I'm able to retrieve them, best believe I'm going to slam that shit down like a lawyer who won her case in court. It's a long shot, but it's absolutely worth it, for me anyway. I would never lie to you. I respect you far too much. Black and white don't lie. It just is what it is. Just like with the emails that blank, I only ever relayed what she told me, and I know Brazil guy is not what the big picture is here, but still, maybe I am a total idiot for going the extra mile to try and salvage our relationship. Maybe our relationship is simply just done and over with for good. I don't know. All I know is I am in a lot of heartbreak over here. My only assumption is that you don't give a shit about me or how I feel. Outbound from Gypsy, next day, 2/19/2021. You know what? Fine. If you want to be like that, then go ahead. I'm showing more maturity by trying to work this out, trying to talk our problems out, comparing to you being immature, ignoring me because you're mad. You can hold me accountable, but God forgive me if I try to hold you accountable. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/20/2021. Blink wanted to text you to remind you to send my clothes home, but I told her to just give you some time. You have a lot you need to sort out. Outbound from Gypsy, same date, 2/20/2021. Blank, I have given up now. I can't carry the full weight of this relationship alone. My persistence can only take me so far. I did everything I could to try and reach you, to find common ground, and move past whatever issues you have with my past mistakes and your faith in my choices going forward. I'm not here to place blame on anyone. I'm not here to blame the victim. It just is what it is. I gave you all of me, even the parts of me that weren't pretty and nice all the time. You said you loved me and would be that man in my life to stand beside me and guide me, and as it turned out, that was a lie. Whether you meant it to be a lie or not, it was not the truth. Therefore, to me, it was a lie. The choice you made to walk away is no different than that of blank when things became difficult. I thought you were different because you seemed more mature, but I assumed you were more capable of handling the unique circumstances and my unique personality. Unknown to me, when I thought you looked at me with love, you looked at me with judgment every step of the way. It is utterly heartbreaking to remember that not long ago you promised that you would appreciate, love, and cherish me. How fleeting this notion was, but then again, it always is when love is tested. Take care of yourself, and I still tremendously love you and hope you find whatever makes you happy in life. Gypsy Rose. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/23/2021. Can you at least do one thing for me for what we had together, for closure for me? Can you tell me how and why you can walk away so easily? My heart needs to know how it can possibly be real. Please, I'm begging you to tell me. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/24/2021. I woke up really missing you. This is going to be a rough day. I already know. I'll try to keep myself away from the phones. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/26/2021. I love you. Outbound from Gypsy, 2/24/5/2021. So I have found myself yet again at another crossroads of choices. I could have done the easy thing, but I did the right thing. Very recently, a charming man has been quite flirty with me, and right now I need someone to make me feel good about myself. He is also engaged and has been in a committed relationship for 8 years. He is extremely good looking and is only going through issues in his relationship. He wants kids, she doesn't. I briefly thought about a rebound for the sole purpose to spite you, but I told him to just go work things out with this girl, and I went back to my fortress of solitude. I've never been a homewrecker, so I don't plan on starting now. Besides, you're all I can think about, no matter what. I always just end up missing you. I can get 1,000 emails, but and then it cuts off.
Okay, what page are you on?
434.
Okay.
And let's see, she continues emailing him in March. On 3/1/2021, outbound from Gypsy. You haven't said a word to me in nearly a month. Will you ever speak to me again? Do I have to earn your affection back? I don't know what to think anymore. Why do you even allow me to make a fool of myself? You could easily message me telling me to stop calling, to stop emailing every day, but you don't. Why? Why this silence? You know I miss you. You know I am persistent. You know you have my heart. Y'all remember when she said that was a trigger term for
Yeah.
her? Yeah, you know you have my heart. I
Mhm.
miss everything about our relationship. You were the one true positive I have. You were the only person that actually gave a shit about me. At least like I still like to think you cared. I understand that your main focus is work and my actions cause you extra stress. So you did what you had to that made things easier for you. I just don't want to let you go yet. Not when I believe we still have something worth fighting for. It would just be easier if I was the only one who was fighting for it. If you didn't think I was crazy before, you probably definitely do now. But whether you like it or not, Smitten Kitten is not leaving, sits on your doorstep waiting.
Mm.
Let's see. There's a whole bunch of these, but there are a few in particular I wanted to highlight. Let me look
Okay.
them up in my notes real quick. If y'all want to give us any commentary.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at my notes too.
Smitten Kitten. I notice how she uses like code names for like just about everyone that she writes. And I almost wonder if it's because she thought the people were gonna FOIA them
Mhm.
or she didn't want like the people that were
I
reading them.
I think actually she just really likes personas and role playing.
You know
Mm.
what? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so here's one I want to go back a little bit and highlight when they were still talking.
Okay.
Okay, so this is on page 422. It is outbound from Gypsy, 12/5/2020. And this one really hit me as interesting because we know, I think it was in that Dr. Phil interview when they asked Gypsy, okay, what actual medical problems do you have? And she's like, a lazy eye. That's all. That's it. Well,
Mhm.
then, to give credit where it's due, Fancy revealed that she has the microdeletion.
Mhm.
Okay, listen to this email. Like I said, outbound from Gypsy, page 422. This is 12/5/2020. My back is hurting tonight. I wish you could rub it for me. Sometimes I get backaches because of the real diagnosis of mild scoliosis. If I'm sitting up on my bunk watching TV without moving a while, my back starts to hurt. Do you have any achy parts?
Oof.
Wow.
So we got a third real diagnosis here.
Okay.
Hmm.
The eye, the microdeletion, and now the scoliosis.
Scoliosis.
Wow.
Hmm. Good catch.
Yeah. So let me look at another part of my notes. Let's see. 421. Okay. Oh, this is still on 422. Okay. This is outbound from Gypsy. Same day, 12/5/2020. Dear Blank, that's what I call you to my roommates. I have always called you that for like a year. When I head to the phone, I'm like, I'm going to call Blank. Anyway, smiley face. I'm sorry that you feel sad around the holidays. I can relate. Though I never had a childhood home to spend the holidays in, my constant was always my mother. She always made homemade gumbo for Christmas morning, and I always had gifts under the tree. I had my fur babies that I bought cat toys for, and they would unwrap their gifts by pawing at the bag of treats. I miss my mother and my cats, particularly my baby boy, a black cat. I miss belonging somewhere because I don't belong here. So, though we have different reasons for being sad at this time of the year, at least you are blessed to have your mother and father and spend it with, and you have me to talk to and watch Christmas movies with, and we are still on to watch Elf. I'm happy you're going to buy a small tree for us in your room. There can be a stand for the big one we'll get whenever I come home. First year I'm home, I want all white lights, and we can figure out the color theme later. I do like a silver and gold theme. Do you have an angel or star growing up? Sometimes sharing memories from that home helps bring it back to life. But if that's not what works for you, I completely understand, but I'd love to hear about it. I love you too, sweetie. I'm always here day or night.
Interesting.
Yep. So they never had a home. It was shelters pretty much from the time the Petries kicked them out until Aurora, Missouri, Habitat for Humanity gave them a place.
Really?
And that's what I took from that. But no matter what, Dee Dee made sure there were gifts under the tree, and they had gumbo for Christmas, and she always had cats.
Interesting.
So here's another interesting one. This is 12/3/2020, so an earlier time period than the ones we read the other night.
Okay.
This is outbound from Gypsy. I believe my stimulus check will be put on my account soon. I'm going to put it all in my savings account, bringing my total in savings to $1,930, which is great. So I can buy the things I'll need first, like clothes, shoes, a real hairbrush. LOL, yeah, that's really something I'm looking forward to buying.
I bet the women did not like her having all of that money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently they got stimuluses too, so.
Yeah, but she
still.
was also getting all the other stuff as well.
Right. Yep. Let me see what other good parts I noted. Oh, let me go to 423. You guys are going to like this. Everyone in chat.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Perk your ears up.
I'm listening.
423. Sorry, guys. I got to find it.
No, you're good.
No worries.
Starts with Yano. Okay. So this is 11/12/2020. I am so pleased that you are all man. It is no surprise to me that I have upgraded my love life, but it's nice to hear other random women tell me how much more handsome you are compared to Blank, and in addition, telling me how they thought Blank was actually gay. I get that a lot. I feel like most everyone had a thought of him being secretly gay. I feel like when you and I are sitting together having a visit, a lot of women kind of stare and whisper, "Is that Gypsy with a real man?" LOL.
Oh,
That's
my goodness.
horrible.
Yeah, that was about Ken.
Okay. Yeah.
That was her writing to Brian about Ken.
Ooh.
Don't
So on 428, she mentions.
say anything homophobic in chat before anyone starts.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anyway. She mentions Kardashians, but I think it was just that she was going to write the Kardashians or trying to write Kim.
Yeah, someone said she should reach out to Kim K about prison reform, and she was like, "Wow, that'd be cool, a connection with a famous family."
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember where it was though.
It's on 428.
Oh, gotcha.
Let's see. Do you have anything in there in between 420?
Whoa.
What?
There's one on 423 that I found shocking.
Hold up. This is 426. I just read one word and I had to finish reading this. I don't know what this all says. Oh God. Okay. Outbound. Good morning, Blank, aka Blank, aka Mr. Smitten, aka my love. Okay, well, can I at least buy you a coffee the next day? You're gonna need it after the very long night we're gonna have. Heart. As for Larry, okay, you win, no apology. Ha, Mike Pence rode by your work and Blank. Obama had visited a Walmart in Springfield, Missouri, and it was the same All right. And it was the same lane of nothing but black SUVs. My mother and I never even saw her, just the Secret Service guys. Oh, and I'm done with chapter 6, smiley face. I'll call tonight around 8. I have got to tell you what happened at breakfast this morning. Let's just say I'm bad at being bad. It involved 2 bananas. LOL.
Oof.
Love
Oh
you,
my
brown-eyed girl.
Oof.
Also, that's true. We saw Obama in Orlando one time, and
Kissimmee.
Kissimmee, yeah, same thing. And it was just a bunch of like,
Mhm.
just a bunch of SUVs and
Yeah.
top cars
Mhm.
and motorcycles. Not that anybody needed to know that.
Let's see.
Sorry, I
Okay,
just saw the
so-
2 banana thing and it made me laugh.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So this part I actually found disturbing. I think y'all will know what I mean as soon as I find it real quick and read it. I need to find it so I can tell y'all the date. It's on page 423 or 4.
Okay.
It starts with "Good Morning, Handsome," if y'all see it.
Recording, sweetheart.
Good morning, Mr. Smitten. Good,
Good
morning,
morning,
handsome.
Handsome, you're
11/6/20.
It's 5.
What page?
Oh,
4.
424.
Okay, thank you. 11/6/20.
It's the 5th. I think it's 3 down. It's gray.
Thank you. Okay. Good morning, Mr. No, that's good morning, Mr. Smitten.
On 424, there's not 3 down. It's
Oh, here it is. My bad.
okay.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Handsome. Well, lucky for you, I'm free tonight and Saturday as well. Smiley face. Good. I'm glad she got some pics together for you. Too bad I don't think I could convince her to send a certain kind of pic of me to you. My case file has more than a few. I probably actually could convince her in time, but why spoil the surprise of that night? All I can say is I think you'll be more than satisfied with my curves. Moi, I love you. XOX. I'm going to make a cup of coffee.
That is so disturbing. Trying to
Yes.
send your nude from a case file from when you're being kinky with the dude that you have murdered
Nick.
your mother.
Yeah,
Oh
she's
my
got
God.
Ruby Demona pics still. She wanted Christy, apparently. I take it that I assume that was Christy she was talking about, to send the sexy pics out of her case file to this guy.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if Christy ever did do that.
Gypsy, I seem to think she could talk her into it. It'll be interesting to see if we see her trying in the emails.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
That's not. Yeah. Wow. Say something else about Kim K down there.
That's probably the one.
I got 3 emails from you, Kim K. I don't know if that was something you were trying to read. It doesn't even look like it's that interesting.
There's one more, and I can't find the page right now, but I screenshotted it that she sent to him around that same time. And listen to this, y'all. It says, in my book, I highlighted all of Lucy's songs, so I know what is a song and what's the book part, smiley. And there might be some 5th grade love doodles on the inside of the cover. I'll never let you see what all is written or I die of embarrassment, LOL. The story, even if you Google it, is that she was only schooled through 2nd grade. And then that Dee Dee said she homeschooled, but Gypsy says she didn't actually do it. And Gypsy says she taught herself to read via Harry Potter. But here in this email, she's talking about a 5th grade something or other and knowing someone enough to have a love interest in 5th grade that she was doodling about. So that's why I found that significant.
Interesting.
Whoa, what was that?
Oh,
Oh, that was your
sorry.
soda bottle.
My bad. Okay.
We missed it, but it said something about being friends with the She's like, what if the Kardashians wrote me and I became friends with one of the most influential families in America?
That's what I was talking about. She really thought her and Kim K were going to be besties. You could see the disappointment just wash over her when Kim said, I have the best team I'm going to set you up with. And she knew.
It's like, what? It's not going to be us side by side working together?
Going through the women's prison, me and
that's
Kim
when her
K.
interest ended.
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
No more prison
Aaron
reform.
gonna do prison reform together? Well, she's got it then.
Okay, let's see. Ooh,
There was
429. Let's see. There's one where she talks about, I will grow cold to you. This is after this guy hasn't been responding to her. Do you see that?
I don't know if we have time. How long do you guys want to stay on here today?
As long as you're good.
Are you thinking like maybe 2 hours or?
Yeah, let's
2
go
hours
2
sound
hours.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say I don't think we could really go through it all, but she keeps after this guy, and eventually he starts talking to her again. She was talking to Brian in 2023 while she was married to Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
Really?
trying to get hooked back up with him every time her and Ryan had a fight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm looking for.
And in fact, the email that you're going to read at the end of Laura is from that time while she was
Is it?
married to Ryan, talking to Brian behind Ryan's back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She gave this guy her address at Ryan's apartment in Lake Charles, all kinds of stuff. Like it was wild.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for.
Yeah, she kept emailing him for years, and he started talking to her again, I think in 2022. Like he broke up with her pretty harshly there. Y'all heard it. And at one point in the breakup, he called her a scammer and told her she was just like her mom.
Yeah. I'm trying.
And she never stopped emailing him. And by the time she got out of prison, according to the emails, she had him talking to her again. She only kind of stopped whenever he told her he was seeing someone else, right? Just a few months before she got out.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Oh, holy free
It seems like
holies.
she had zero interest in staying even slightly faithful to Ryan.
Okay,
No,
so
and she said in one of the emails that she's accepted the fact about herself that much like her father, she can be love more than one person at the same time.
mm-hmm. She did say
Did
that.
we already read something about an open relationship?
Yes. Or no, I think I read that
can't
myself.
remember.
Well,
I'm getting confused of what I've just read and what we've said.
I know.
yeah.
Okay. I've got one on page 429, 31921, and this is outbound and it's blank. This will be my last email. I have come to the conclusion you are not reading my emails or going to take my calls at this point. I have sent too many already, and doing this is probably only driving you further away rather than pulling you closer. I just thought it would make the difference. Either way, you have a life of your own, and it seems I am no longer an importance in that life after all. Please know that I only ever felt love, appreciation, and true compassion for you. I found a happiness with you I never knew possible, and I want to thank you for showing me how it feels to be truly in love with someone. I can never apologize enough for any negative displays of behavior I have shown over the last year and a half. I am working towards a better version of myself. You deserve a real, more in-depth what does that say? A real, more in-depth letter.
Oh,
But
yeah.
for right now, this is me growing up and learning to let go. Please be safe and take care of yourself. I love you, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And that was 3/19/21. So who was that?
Brian. She's
Okay.
still trying to get him to write her. Here's another one, 4/11/2021 to him. She wrote him a little poem. People say I'm different. To me, different is a bad thing. Different is why I do not have loyal friends. Different is why I'm alone. Different is another word for not belonging anywhere. You have no idea how badly I want to be like everyone else, to be normal. Normal people belong somewhere among society and can blend into being counted among their peers. I am not counted as one who fits into prison society. I am not counted as a law-abiding citizen who lives among the rest. I am the outcast of both. I look in the mirror and I see only my flaws. I never see me as I want to be, a woman who is thrice the age of her sentence, never seen the kindness of the hand of acceptance, the lonely live in my eyes. A longing to be loved never dies. Set free a caged bird, clipped wings can only fly out of the sky. Leave me alone, it was never your place to save a girl shamed and disgraced. I am not what you want, I am not who you crave. I will never be the one you save. So please go and live your life, find happiness with someone who can make a good wife. It will not be me, I will not accept the hand of a man who shows me no respect. With a broken heart, I regret to say the show cannot go on, for the ending was written the day I met blank blank. People say I'm different, written by a caged bluebird.
Okay, interesting.
She was really on that caged bluebird
Yeah, she talks about it quite a
and
bit.
over dramatic all the time. I swear to God, if she gets a hangnail, it's an existential crisis.
Yeah, it kind of is. Let's see.
Gypsy Allen Poe.
Sorry, guys. Once I saw that email that we're gonna read later, I kind of got discombobulated and
We're all kind of bummed.
Oh, I found another kind of funny one before we get to the depressing.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me go to page 439. This is still to the same guy. And the way that we can tell, in addition to the writing style and the blanks and the way that they group the emails, is her and this guy kept the same subject on the same email for years.
Mm-hmm.
Why are wonderful, I love you, letter U. Okay, so 439. Let me see if I can find it.
On 439, it starts out on the second message about the podcast. And
Yeah, I was trying to find the part about Katniss and PETA. Oh, that might be in the bad one.
That was the one I was wanting to actually start with, and I forgot because I was so
Yeah,
frustrated.
you were so upset by the other one. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find it. Katniss, I noted that it was on 439. If I can just find it.
Making a play for my money. Okay. I have a feeling that Gypsy was correct that people were making plays for her money.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't find it.
No, you're good.
Oh, I think this.
Katniss and PETA. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
She said she felt like cat. Maybe I screenshotted it.
Okay, let me look.
Oh, at least I said it was March 2023. Maybe I can find it by that. Oh, they all are.
Okay.
March 2023, and she's talking about her marriage. And this is March 2023 is when she gets this guy to talk to her again. Okay, I found it. 3/1/2023. Sometimes I feel like Katniss trying to convince everyone she's in love with PETA. It all just feels so staged. The cameras, the questions, feeling like my life isn't my own. I smile, look pretty, and give everyone a good show.
Yeah, that was
Oh
actually,
my God.
that's the one that I actually wanted to start out with at the beginning because I was like, oh man, this just kind of, tells the whole story right there.
Wow. It makes you feel bad for a second, and then you're going to feel a little less bad here in another second.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay.
So And on March 3rd, 2023, she sent him this message. Stop trying to keep me at arm's length. You can let your guard down with me. I'm safe. For once, allow yourself to be comfortable and just say how you feel inside. I've never wanted anything more than to be someone you can count on. Haven't I proved that over and over again? In many ways, I'm still that stupid cat sitting out at your door. Where are your parents? Why would you have to move back north? Do you want me to call? And then she asked him on, you scroll over to the date. I guess I started talking at the end of February. Are you still wanting to visit me this spring? Oh, and there's where she sent him her address on March 5th, 2023. I want you to have this. I know you'll probably never need to know it, but it's so you'll know where I'll be. My apartment address with Ryan is Ryan and Gypsy Rose Anderson, blank, blank, blank.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at 15 minutes now. Maybe we should just go into the thank yous, and then while we're doing that, you find that spot, and then Alora will read it for us.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but the last little moment we can all be happy and joyful and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and start thanking everybody who's come here. A couple of these things got sent in before we even started the live stream. So to you guys are freaking awesome. Even if you didn't gift anything, you just being here, you were awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you to Farquhar for $20 super sticker.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Thank you to Angel Baby for becoming a member. Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
club. Thank you also, Angel Baby. Thank you for all your hard work and for keeping going with this.
You know, it's 10 pounds. So,
10 pounds.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Thank you very much, Angel Baby.
Okay. Thank you so much. 1970s Gen Xer moderates. Hopefully there are plenty of
Thank you,
people with
baby.
memberships now that can use our silly little emojis.
Yep.
Do you have memberships for your channel, Millennial?
I haven't set them up yet. No.
Set them up yet? Okay. I was just wondering. Okay. Because next time you go live and you do have memberships, I'm going to be gifting some.
Yeah, me too.
Once we have the ability to. Anyway, thank you so much, Angel Baby, for the 5 memberships that you gifted. Welcome to all the new members, by the way.
Yes.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you to My Novellas for a membership and another membership. We appreciate the heck out of you.
Thank you.
Ashley Baby, thank y'all again for reading these. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for being here. And then thank you again to My Novellas for another membership, bringing a lot of people into our little weeds family. Jessica Blackburn, not the best idea to eat during these. I would agree. I would agree. Crystal, thank you, ladies. Y'all are doing great. I know y'all want to puke. Only a little bit. CJB Comedy became a YouTube member already, or only just now? Dang, I thought you would have gotten one of the gifted memberships before
a long
now.
time ago.
Yeah. Sam, thanks for doing this. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Welcome to Patty Krim for becoming a new member.
Thank you.
And then from Carolina Girl, I come from a military family, and I just wanted to thank you for your service and the sacrifices you made to serve our country. I also just wanted to say thank you for what you represent. Now, I am not a veteran, but my mother is.
Thank you very much, Carolina Girl.
But we're all proud to sit here and represent for the veterans.
Yep.
So,
Yes, we are.
okay, so that's all of our thank yous for the night.
Yep.
Big thank you to every single one of you again, even if you're just sitting in here. And I guess now we're really going to get into the weeds. Millennial, do you know what page this is on?
Yes, so it's on 441, and it's about 13 messages down. And you're gonna, like we talked about, you're gonna want. This is so inflammatory. You're gonna want to put it up on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second.
How many messages?
About 13 messages down on page 441.
Okay.
$12, 13.
That one, yeah.
Do you know the results yet?
Um,
Or the one right after that?
well, we're just going to put that one up first because that's the first one. 12,
in
3.
Forgiving bad judgment calls is where it starts.
That's where it starts. And is it, how far should I read? Is it just that one message or is it a few of them?
It's just that one message.
Well, and then the dude responds and said, "Oh, you know, he was only 16."
That's not right.
Yeah, I know, but yeah,
Yeah,
so
the dude
let's
was
not.
wrong. He
Yeah,
misread
so
it.
let's
So
not
it's
even-
not-
this one.
I
Okay.
feel
In
like
that
that just-
case, we're going to be throwing this up onto the screen.
Okay, let me do it real quick.
You're going to do it real quick.
He
Okay.
wasn't 16. He was
It was 16 years ago
Yeah.
from the day.
Okay,
2022.
just so everybody knows, we are just presenting.
We're
Sorry.
just presenting the information that we got. We're not claiming anything as fact. This is just from the mouth of Gypsy, and we already know that Gypsy has a lying problem. So that being said, we feel bad, but we also don't feel bad because if this is true, this is disgusting. So here we go. Outbound 12/03/2022. Forgiving bad judgment calls. Last night, Ryan told me of an experience in his past, and I'm having a hard time trying to accept it. I think it slightly made me think less of him, and it led to a disagreement. I told him I need a few days to process it, so I asked to be let off my leash for a few days, took off my wedding ring as if it makes a difference.
Okay, allegedly.
Allegedly. To put it simply, 16 years ago, his ex-girlfriend Jennifer, I should have said that, gave him oral in front of her 5-year-old kid, and he let it happen. So now I think his morals are fucked off because he let her do it. Am I wrong for being very judgmental of him? He always forgives my past, but I'm having a difficult time forgiving his past lapse in judgment calls. I'm trying to do better and put myself in his shoes, but I would have not made the choice to continue with a kid and then it cuts off.
And that's where we got physically ill.
Yeah, and really upset about, do we present this? Do we not?
But he was a teacher, and that's a little concerning. And we're not alleging that anything more happened than that.
And it
we're
could be
not
a
even
whole
saying
lie.
that it's true.
It could be a
But
whole
Just
lie.
words Gypsy said.
There are words that Gypsy said. Who knows what's true or untrue? But it's in there.
So, with that being said, we hope that you do your research, that Ryan clears it up or somebody clears it up. And please just be kind to people and do something good to change the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.